You may have noticed that we market ourselves as a drug-free alternative to get clearer-looking skin. There's a lot of groups, especially holistic ones, that promote this idea. They also promote eating certain foods, their creams and potions, and a variety of other cures, but the science behind it can seem a bit shoddy. Undoubtedly, your brilliant brains have drawn some skeptical parallels between Catharsis Co. and those brands. Let's be fair, we would too. Our difference boils down to the science of three key proteins that exist in your body: P53 and forkhead box proteins FOXO1 and FOXO3. We'll dive into why that's important in less than a minute, but first we want to specify why we've chosen the drug-free approach and why we believe it can be quite effective. We promise our science is rigorous, and there are studies conducted around the world to prove it. But first, a discussion on the gold standard drug of choice concerning acne, isotretinoin. Isotretinoin is an effective drug in the fight against acne. It works by interacting with your retinoic acid receptors, particularly your alpha ones, and communicating all the way down to your FOXO proteins and P53. Mostly, isotretinoin upregulates, aka activates, your P53 in a way that isn't typically possible, and this is really effective in getting rid of acne, but it can come with a host of side effects. P53 is also known as the guardian of the genome. It has a variety of functions, a lot of which deal with DNA repair, which is so key when it comes to hormone regulation and basically everything else running smoothly. Apoptosis, which is the typically healthy process of programming certain cells to die, and it can signal and lead a whole bunch of important mechanisms in the body, known as cell signaling pathways. One potential part of those pathways is FOXO, and FOXO impacts sex hormones as well as related corticosteroids, sebum secretion, antioxidant usage, inflammation, and more. FOXO does a lot. So, isotretinoin affects all of this. It affects P53 in such a way that it increases and regulates sebocytes, which are sebum-producing cells, and its effects stick around even after drug treatment is done. While this is incredible, it doesn't work in a vacuum, and of course, by doing this in a way that forces P53 to activate more than it would, it potentially comes with a host of side effects, including smaller ones like skin peeling and drying, or short-term worsening of acne. Two more serious ones like hair loss, blindness, loss of libido, depression and amenorrhea or the absence of a period, dysmenorrhea or really painful periods, or oligomenorrhea, irregular periods, some of which are newly reported long-term side effects. So isotretinoin can feel like a double-edged sword that you're playing Russian roulette with. It's a sword gun, or something. The good news is there are ways to positively influence P53 and FOXO proteins in a way that doesn't have the same side effects as isotretinoin. These are lifestyle and dietary changes that do need to be maintained, but the good news is that not only will it avoid the side effects, they will overall increase your quality of life and biological condition in a variety of other ways beyond acne.